ready. So standard equipment today, blocks, your blanket, and a strap. And we'll start with a comfortable seat. Let me see if I can get a little better lighting. One of these days I'll figure out how to do lighting, but it keeps eluding me. So I feel like I'm sitting in a little dark cave over here. Can you see me all right at all? So the email I sent out yesterday, the yamas and the niyamas, really is the meat of the yoga practice. And the other ones that comes along are the other parts of us, but the early sages felt that these codes, the moral observances and our relationship with ourselves were so important that they had to come first. And that's where you would start, as I understand it, as a young yogi aspirant. You would study these for a long time before you began the asana practice, the physical practice, the breathing practice, because you had to know, you had to understand what kind of vehicle you were driving, whether it was a Porsche or chariot, so to speak, so that you didn't get hurt in the practice, that it didn't become competition and Cirque du Soleil, that it was truly about cultivating ease. And after the yamas and the niyamas, the first two limbs, the remainder of the practices follows the koshas, the layers of our being, as again laid out in the practice. It is the body, it is the energy layer, mind, subconsciousness, and then our inner light. And so it works very linear inward. Of course, no layer exists in a vacuum. So whatever you do in one affects the others, but we tend to the soil from the top and move our way down or in, so to speak. So as you sit in a comfortable seat, and that's what all the Patanjali said about the yoga practice, that it must have a steady, uncomfortable seat. Or if not, we will be fidgety, we will be restless. And he even says in 247 that we have a natural tendency for restlessness, which is really the ego saying, stop paying attention to all that stuff on the inside, just go get busy with something else. And we must become still so we can tend to what's on the inside. Also, in the email, my spell check had auto-corrected two of them, so this will be a pop quiz. Which one? Which will be very apparent when you go back and read it. So apologies for that late night going out. But we'll start with the metta meditation. The metta meditation, loving kindness is what metta means. And we can get so busy extending it outward that we forget ourselves. So I invite you to place your hands on your heart center. And then repeat silently out loud after me. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. And may I be peaceful and at ease. It can be really, really challenging to extend these graces towards ourselves. So what can help is to imagine somebody that you know loves you unconditionally. Alive or deceased, it can be a deity, it can be your dog, It doesn't matter. But somebody that you know got you back. And allow them to say it, for you to sit and receive the loving kindness. So I invite you to hold somebody in mind that you know has your back. And then hear them say, may you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. Allow the feeling, the receiving of these blessings. Just layer in your heart, your body, knowing that you're loved and held and cared for, that somebody desires your wellness, your happiness, your safety, and equanimity. Relaxing the hands down and opening the eyes. So when we feel like our boat is being chartered off course, it can be very helpful to start with this part of the metta meditation. Refill your own well first. Let's switch to crossing up the leg, allowing us to tend to others. The practice today is a little bit sort out in two pieces. We have sort of the pre-Thanksgiving meal, and then we have the post-meal. Pre-digestion, post-digestion. So it's all about preparing the belly, if you will, from the Ayurvedic, getting it ready to receive, and then helping it digest what comes in. And we think of food as what we need to digest, but it's also what people are saying, what we are watching. The turkey that fell on the floor has to be blown off. So these experiences we want to move through too, so they don't get stuck. Let's take the hands down besides the hips, and we'll inhale up, reaching, and then exhale, twisting to the right, inhaling up, and twisting to the left. Coming back up to center, reaching up, interlace the fingers, stretching up. Let the chin soften down towards the chest. Elongate. And let's take the hands down. I'll do that again. Inhale, take the arms up. And this time we'll go to the side. I started with the left, but you can go to the right. Doesn't matter. Inhaling up. Go down to the other side. Back up again. Let's do that one more time because it felt really good. Elongating the side body, sometimes called the trauma. Sitting. Come back up, interlace the fingers with the other thumb on top. And we stretch upward again. Lengthening up. Letting the chin again soften so that the back of the neck doesn't feel jammed. Let there be a sense of lifting, lengthening upward as you inhale, but let the sits bones be heavy and grounded. One more breath. And we'll take the arms down. We'll take the legs out in front. Just shake them up. And then we'll come on to all fours. So movement, that rajasic energy, movement is good to help that move out of the body. So drawing the seat back towards the heels, and then inhaling, coming up into our Cow pose. Exhale, coming back towards puppy. Inhale, maybe rounding up, coming into cow. And exhale, lengthening back. Moving at a pace that's comfortable. And drawing back. So we're waking the body up. Nothing hard and fast. Let whatever it is evolve. Move what wants to get moved. Do it one more time. Lengthening back. And let's lengthen up or come up again into tabletop. And then doing circles. Circling one direction. And this helps the wrists warm up a little bit, the hips, the side body, maybe a little contraction at the waist as you swing around the curve. And switch direction. So playful. Preparing our digestion, it's the parasympathetic nervous system we want to be in, the rest and easeful. And we return to neutral. Let's tuck the toes under and draw back to downward facing dog. And we'll just take that for a little bit of a, hey, how you doing, dog? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we'll settle in, settling into the dog. Head hangs. Then we know the dog can always be switched out for puppy, child. And we are about ready to transition. As you take your next breath in, let's look up. And we'll walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees. And now as you inhale, push the heels down, sweep the arms out and up. And we are here. We are ready for some salutation. So if you like blocks to support the forward fold, the lunges, I absolutely invite you to place the blocks at the top of your mat. And again, for osteopenia, osteoporosis consideration is just a really good idea because it maintains that long length of the upper back. And we'll stand in mountain pose. Firm grounding. And we'll practice a second of the metas. Now bring to mind somebody you love. Somebody you love dearly. And again, you can bring your hands to your heart center. Again, it can be somebody who is deceased. It can be somebody who is alive. It can be your dog. Feeling your love flowing towards this person. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. One more time. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. And we'll release the arms down and we'll draw a deep breath in, arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to blocks or legs. Inhaling, half forward fold. And exhale, we'll step the right leg down. We'll take the knee down. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, let's move the blocks out to the sides. And come back to puppy pose. And we'll inhale, we'll slither the heart forward into a little cobra pose. Exhale, lowering the head down. And we'll lift up again, cobra. And back to downward facing dog. Looking up on the inhalation. As you exhale, let's take the left leg up and help it along. Zoop. Right knee down, finding the blocks. Again, our hands to the left knee. And inhale, lift the heart. And exhaling, step the right foot up to the left between the blocks. Hands, forward fold. And inhale, bend the knees, long spine. Take the arms out and up. And we are back. Inhaling, dedicating this left side to your loved one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, half forward fold. And as we exhale, let's step the left leg back. Pause. Pause. And we'll step back to downward facing dog. So as we move, I invite you just to hold a gentle awareness of your loved one. Let's inhale forward to plank pose. Knees up or down. A little push up. And we'll take the knees down. Flip the feet. Lift the heart. Hips forward. And then lifting the knees. And we go back to downward facing dog. Looking up on the inhalation. And exhale. Left leg travels up. And we help it. Take the blocks. Pause again. Powerful legs. Powerful legs. And we'll step the right up to the left. Forward fold. Soften the knees. Sweep the arms out and up. Bring the hands back to your heart center. Mind to your loved one. Now, traditionally, the third person that we practice with in this metta meditation is a neutral person, somebody you don't know. The name, maybe you've encountered them at the grocery store, a mailman, but allow them to receive these graces. Bring the palms together, holding this person in your mind's eye. As you inhale, take the arms up, may you be happy. And exhale, flowing down. May you be well. Inhaling, half forward fold. May you be safe. And we'll exhale, step the right leg back, spin the heel down. So we're preparing for the Three Musketeers. Let's take the arms. I'm sorry, I meant to say that a little bit differently. Take your right arm towards the sky. And so the left elbow can come to the inner knee for side angle pose. That's our pose. And extend the arm now overhead. May you be safe. Let's straighten the left knee. And now we'll take the arm up for triangle pose. Straight leg, triangle pose. May you be peaceful and at ease. Bend the knee, warrior two. Boom. Maybe turn the gaze out over your left arm. Extend in these graces. Breathing. We'll windmill the arms down. And we'll step back to plank pose. Modified or full. Again, little push up. Take the knees down, flip the feet, lift the heart. And if it's available, bending the knees, bend the knees. And take the feet down. Let's travel back to downward facing dog. Looking up on the inhalation and right foot will step up. Spin the back heel down. Block to the right hand. Left arm to the sky. And from here, we'll extend it over. Reach. Breathe. May you be happy. Neutral person in my life. May you be well. May you be safe. Straightening your right leg. We are in triangle pose. And may you be peaceful and at ease. Bending the knee as we draw into warrior two. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. We'll windmill the arms down, finding the block so we can step the left foot up to the right. Forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms out and up. And we are back. Breathing. Well, the next person we traditionally bring our mind to is somebody that we have a little bit of grittiness with, or a lot of grittiness with. My teacher suggests that we start with somebody we have a little grit with. Don't go in for the big one right off the bat. We need a really big well for that one. So we start with somebody, maybe it was just a misunderstanding, it was a word, but there's a little something that's undigested. We hold that person in our mind's eye. Like the one you know you're just a little pissed off at, but not a lot. Baby steps, very important. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. Inhale, let's take the arms to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. And exhale, we step the left leg back. Spinning the heel down. We're preparing for warrior one. So you want your feet not on the tightrope, but side by side. We'll walk the hands up to the right knee. And take a moment, getting our hips and legs on the job. And then we'll inhale, take the arms up. Reaching up, bring the palms again at heart center. Stay connected to your heart energy as you hold your person of grit in your mind. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. And may you be peaceful and at ease. Straightening the front knee. And exhale, bow forward. Breathing in and out of your heart. And take the hands to the mat, bending the front knee, we step back again. And inhale. Plank. Take the knees down. Lift the heart. Let's lower all the way down. Taking the right leg out to the right side. So right leg goes right. Tuck your left foot under. Tug the left foot under. It's a half frog pose. So I'm just slid the right leg up. And I'll go as high as is comfortable. And this gentle little rocking back and forth. Rock the whole body. So with your left foot tucked under, it's going to rock my body back and forth. So I'm allowing the fascia on the front to just gently release. Good for digestion and good when we get into that defensive hold. And we're going to slide the right leg out. And take the left leg up. I'm tucking the right foot under, resting my head on the back of my hands. And just gentle little rocks. Very soothing to the body. Back and forth. And just slowly slide the left leg out. And take the hands by the side chest, rolling the shoulders up and down. And inhale, lift the heart. And we draw back to downward facing dog. Looking up on the inhalation, and the left leg steps up behind the hand. So it's a little bit shorter stance. Spin the right heel down, walk the hands up to the left knee. I think we're on the other side, yes? And from here again, inhale, take the arms out, take the arms up. So we're going through this practice today very quickly. We may stay in ourselves for days, if not weeks, until that feels authentic. Enlisting the help of loved ones. And we can dip our toes into the grittiness and then go back again to the neutral, to the loved one. So there are no hard and fast rules. What this practice intends to do is remind us of the interbeingness. We'll bring the hands again to heart center. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be safe. May you be peaceful and at ease. Straightening the front knee. Into being. I only exist because you are here. Leaning forward. Bowing. Everybody's our teacher. And we all like the nice teacher that hands out candy, not the one who doesn't. And we'll take the hands down. And we'll step back to downward facing dog again. And we'll take the knees down and wide knee child's pose. And that may be puppy pose. It's where you are comfortable. So in child's pose, which is a closed pose, like a little cave, it can be very soothing if there's just too much going on. We get to retract like a turtle into its shell. And if we are feeling overstimulated, overwhelmed, these are the poses that may be beneficial at that time, working with the energies in the pose and the energy within ourselves. Now our next pose. So I invite you to sit up in a comfortable way. You'll need your 2 blocks. Now we move into still pre-Thanksgiving, but we'll do the opposite of a closed pose. If you're feeling a little lethargic and you know you're gonna have to show up, restorative bridge pose. So watch. Coming into this pose, it could be a little bit of a playful event. So I'm placing 1 block that's going to be from my heels. I'm going to get a gauge this. I'm going to take my other block on the same height, so I'm medium height. I'm going to place the second block under my sacrum the wide way, not the skinny way, but go wide. And then there are the blocks of my feet. So restorative bridge pose. Now you may decide this is not comfortable for my back today, in which case you can do 1 leg at a time, or you can have both knees bent. So we sometimes have this idea that if I don't do the real pose, I won't get the real benefits. That's bullshit. You get more benefit in the pose that supports you right now. And if there's struggle, so the first rule of Patanjali, the pose must be steady and comfortable, really applies here. Letting your shoulders roll wide, so the collarbones are wide, palms rolling up. So there's a sense of the back of the shoulders supporting you. So at any one time, as you breathe in and out, any one time, adjust if there's struggle. Be kind, ahimsa, absence of violence. Now this was an open pose. So in this pose, if we felt that after extending our graces to a person that there's some quilliness with, now come back to yourself here. May I be happy. May I be well. May I be safe. May I be peaceful and at ease. Breathing in and out, let the belly expand. When we stretch the receptors in our belly, the baroreceptors here, it actually helps us maintain some appetite control, which may be what we need at the Thanksgiving table. Let's bend the knees for the restorative version, not extended. And here the other pose is Vipriti Karni, elevated legs. So neither bridge nor Vipriti Karni would be suitable after the feast. You don't want to place the belly higher than your mouth because gravity will not be your friend. But this one will help
calm the nervous system. And you know you can place your legs against a wall. This is the more active version, resembles the active pose more. Breathing in and out, pressing up through the heels. So this is our baby shoulder stand, which means that our endocrine system is getting a nice little something, something. The vagus nerve, which I've been studying for the past month with one of the foremost researchers in this country, Stephen Porges, it attaches to all the organs, the heart, lungs, belly, the stomach, the intestines. It communicates, there's 80% information going to the brain and only 20% going from the brain and down. So it's a really interesting event, but very involved in the fight or flight or rest and digest response. So this one here is just a winner. Now let's take the legs, bend them up, draw one knee towards the chest as you very slowly release the other foot to the floor. So we don't want to jar or shift across the pelvis because the sacrum ain't gonna like that. And once we have the feet back, let's get the sacrum firmly inserted again by squeezing the buns, relaxing them. So you're not pressing up into bridge pose. You're simply contracting the muscles surrounding the sacrum. So the glutes. We'll do that 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times. That's what a dill likes to do, 6 times. And then lift up just high enough when you can release the whole body down, pausing. Pausing. Your back has been in a back bend for a while. So you don't want to go into the opposite super quickly. Allowing the muscles to relax. And when there is more sense of release in the back, then we can take one leg and then the other and hug them into the chest. You want to move it in a slow way. And then maybe rocking from side to side. But whipping right from bridge into the opposite shape can elicit spasming. And who needs that at the holidays? We'll take the feet down and roll over onto one side. Use your arms and hands to set up. So now we're ready for the post meal. You're going to take your blocks and place them. Now, of course, you can use a bolster here. You can use, if you have a big stack of blankets. So this is what I call my poor man's bolster. I'm taking my blocks and I'm placing my blanket on top. And really, the thing that we want to do if we feel we have overeaten, overindulged, I recommend a good walk. We got to get the psoas on board. We got to get things. And then after that, there's just 2 poses, restorative twist and Supta Baddha Konasana to help get things moving through. So restorative twist, watch. I'll sit beside my poor man's bolster. I'll swing the legs away. And then I'll take my hands on either side and lifting the hips a little bit like we did last week in merman pose, so that when I am now looking down, straight down, my bolster is. So when I come down, my ribs will catch the bolster. Take the arms around the head and just turn the head in the way that's comfortable. So for me, that's really just the same side as the knees. So I'm not trying to whip my head all the way around. I don't want any strain in this pose. Now, if this is uncomfortable for the legs, you can take your other blanket and place in between the knees. So this is a pose that can take a little bit of time to settle into. But when we are introducing a passive twist, breathing in and out, we are helping both get the intestines a little bit more involved, and we are also helping stretching out the lower abdomen here. So breathing in and out of the belly, belly breath, breathing in and out of your back body. So you feel your trunk expanding, front, back, and side. This deep rhythmic breathing also supports the body moving into the parasympathetic nervous system. If we're not here, digestion will be really hard because your body is in a state of fight or flight, and it has no time for digestion. No can do, it says. That's going to have to come later when I'm safe. But when we breathe in this deep, calm, rhythmic way, it may not feel natural initially, but we are tricking the body into relaxing. Truly, where the fake it until you make it applies. So in addition to the metta meditation, I also shared the Ho'oponopono prayer in the email. And that's the one that another enormously powerful prayer. So despite our best efforts, sometimes we mess up. We mess up with ourselves, we mess up with our loved one, we mess up with people we don't even know, but we feel there's that sharpness. And that's when the Ho'oponopono prayer can be really, really beneficial. It is just the 4 simple phrases. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. Now to move to the other side, this being a twist, we can't skip one. So begin by just walking the hands under your shoulders and then lifting upward. And then spin away from your bolster. And as you come about, you will magically find it on the other side with very little to do. And again, we sit up, and don't be surprised if this size feels really different. So it might take a little bit of time to settle in. In restorative poses, we don't want to feel stretchy sensations. That is not the purpose. You want to feel like your body can let go without any strain. No discomfort. And we settle back into the breath. Twisting is deeply comforting for the body, and it helps release some of the tension along the back muscles. The psoas, we know, responds to fear and irritation and anger.
And so a gentle twisting practice, especially if you just ate, more passive than active, might be very beneficial. Deep and easy breathing. Now again, the Ho'oponopono prayer. Apologizing to ourselves. Forgive ourselves for when we think we kind of really didn't show up the way we would like to. Start the practice here. That builds practice muscle so that when we treat others in a way that we really didn't intend, we can offer this either directly towards them, or if we can't do that, they may not want to receive our apology, they may be deceased. We do it silently while we hold that person in our mind's eye, in our heart space. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. And thank you. In these restorative poses, staying as long as it's comfortable is really the key. When you begin to get fidgety, your body's saying, if it starts right out of the gate, it's not comfortable, or two, if it starts 2 or 3, 4 minutes later, then it's like, okay, this is good. I got what I needed. So we are ready to transition to our last pose. So you'll walk your hands again under your shoulders and use your arms and hands to press up. And then bringing the legs out in front for Dandasana, seated staff pose. So we just want to get a little equilibrium. We did a one-sided pose. And our last pose is a equi pose, if you will, both sides balanced. So for this, you'll take your blankets, you'll need your strap. The blanket will go the long way on the mat. So that's my hot dog fold, the skinny fold. And then my second blanket, I'm going to take the hot dog fold, but this one I'm going to fold over. So I have a smushed hot dog fold. This is my head blanket. So the long way first. So again, here you could absolutely use a bolster. For Supta, Baddha Konasana, Supta reclined, Baddha bound, Kona angled pose. Take your strap. Again, you don't necessarily need a strap. Every pose can be adjusted. So we're doing the first class variation today here with the strap. You will take the strap around your body. You want the tail towards you. So the buckle and the tail is towards my body. You're going to need a very big loop. I'm going to hook the bottom of my feet comes together. Let me do it from this side here. So the strap comes down between the knees.
And then here. Now with my loopy end, I can tighten. I'm just pulling on the strap. So remember here, the strap is around the pelvis. It's not in the low back. Not up in the low back. And I feel like I have a little twisty in mine. So we get that all sorted out. So strap around the pelvis, bone, so that you are on bone, very secure. Sally, around your back. You need to come in all the way around, yes. So make a big loop. Yep, like beauty queen. And then hook the feet together. Tighten the strap. So you have the blocks beside as well. And the blocks will serve to further support the weight of the knees on either side. Because we don't want, again, we don't want the tendons and the ligaments to be hanging in this pose. So we'll come down, we'll make some final adjustment. Now, hands on either side of your bolster. Now take your tailbone, but scoot it towards your heel so the low back is lengthened out. My knees are supported, and then I have my head blanket. So I create an automatic Jalandhara Bandha. My chin softens down towards my chest. In this pose, I want my forehead higher than the chin, chin higher than the chest higher than the belly. So the more blankets that you have available or bolstered, the more of an angle you get. And this really supports the direction that we want digestion to move in. You might be able to give your strap a little bit more tuck once you come down, ensure that the knees are resting. And then last, I like to take the shoulder blades together and a little bit down the back. So as I rest, now I can let go. Again, a very, very open pose. This can feel vulnerable. So it can feel really good to cover with a blanket. Or if you wake up at 3 a.m., just use whatever you got around you in bed. Stuff some pillows under your knees. Maybe elevate your upper back and head a little bit more. And then we return to the breath. So now I invite you to place your hands on your lower abdomen. Breathing in and out. Let everything soften. Just receiving the breath. So hum. It's a mantra. That means simply, I am that. And as you breathe in and out, that may be very comforting to practice, letting the mind become still so that it doesn't dart between the shoulda, coulda. So hum.
And then from here, one alternative is to pull the legs in and just unhook your feet from the strap so you can take the legs out long. Well, sometimes called Salamba Shavasana, elevated or supported Shavasana. As you breathe in and out, scanning your body, your mind, and that deep, deep layer, the subconscious, which we can't really get a good look at. Sometimes things bubble up. Within which is your light, your spirit, your soul. The first essence of you, that which all the other layers build around. This deep inner layers is joy, Ananda Maya Kosha. Holds no grudges, is never jealous, doesn't feel shame, doesn't judge. It's just there, watching the wonder and amazement. As you deepen your breath, wiggling fingers and toes. Eventually bend up your knees. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. Rolling over. And remember, you elevate it onto one side. Then we'll use our arms and hands to press up into a comfortable seated posture. At its core, yoga, I think, like most religions, so yoga is not a religion, it is a spiritual practice. It helps us be well within so we can support the suffering that resides outside of ourselves. If we are well, everything else is well, but if we are not well, we must go there first. We'll bring our palms together and we'll close with Om Shanti, 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 Om. Let's take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, 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 Om. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. Namaste.